Hello, everybody, and welcome to this video where today I have some really exciting news that all you guys are going to dig on. It's going to be a lot of fun. If you remember right here, I'm going to post the video that you guys can go look at if you missed it. Oh my God. When I see you, I say, whoa. So up here, okay, the word for 2025. What is our word going to be for this year? All right. What is the word that embodies what we are going to do this year? What is the word that we will use to aspire to great things? So we talked about that, right? And now I'm going to issue a challenge. We're going to have the 2025 word challenge. So, how this is going to work, we all talked about, at least in the Anarchy crew and stuff like that, with members, we talked about what our word is going to be. And through doing all of that, I really feel like a lot of people are like, as much as they might not be feeling positive about the world outside, I feel like a lot of people are feeling really good and confident about their art. Okay. And that's huge. So, what I want to do is we are going to this week write our poem about our word. Okay. I want to invite you to write a poem using your word for 2025. I want you to explore a single word that embodies, that represents your hopes, your aspirations for 2025. All right. In writing this poem, I want you to be able to capture the essence of what that word means to you so you could explain it and share it with everybody. Now, we do this all the time. Whenever a new year comes, we look at it as a reflection. We look at it as what did we do right last year? What did we do wrong last year? How is this year going to be different? Now, this is something I wanted to do a little bit ago, but for those of you who know anything that's been going on in Southern California the last couple weeks, I've been a bit busy, guys. It's been a bit heavy. So doing anything like this big of a scope, it just hasn't been in the cards. But the month's not over yet, so we're still at the beginning of the year here. Okay, so we're looking ahead. Okay, we're looking ahead, and we are going to write a poem talking about what our hopes and dreams are, what our aspirations are for this year. But in order to look ahead, that means you have to go over the present. You have to walk through the present. You can't just be in the future. Okay, we don't have time machines. We have to put in the fucking work. And since a lot of you want this year to be the year that you really take your art seriously, take your poetry seriously, take your writing seriously, start taking it seriously by making a fucking roadmap of what you want to do by only using a single word. What is going to be the thing that you like? It's going to be like the rubber band on your wrist. What is your word? Okay. So there is a lot of power in words, and there's a ton of power in speaking these words out. Okay. Now, words can have more power than what they have if we put that power into that word. Okay. If that word means a lot to us. You see what I'm saying? I really am hoping that this word that you guys have for this year can guide your actions to better yourself, better your art, better your business, better your relationships, better your life. Because guys, art is fucking life. Your art is a fucking reflection of your life. Your art has the ability to transform and mold what you want your life to be. But at the same time, it is a reflection of where you are at this moment. Your art is a time capsule. And now what we're going to do is we are going to mold that time capsule into what we hope for this year. Okay. So spend this week thinking of what your perfect word is. A lot of you already have it. And so what I want to do with you guys is, as this week goes, see what other words show up, because your brain, your soul will already have a word, and that word will keep coming back up. And that word will be the one that, like, your soul's going, nope, this is the word. This is the word. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of times, deep down inside, we know a lot better than we do up here. Up here, we're stupid. But deep down, we know things. We're pretty smart deep down. This challenge is very simple. We find a word that captures our hopes and dreams and aspirations for 2025. Okay? Then we whittle ourselves a poem. Just write a poem. Okay? Write a poem using that word. And just do that. But that's not the only thing I want you guys to do, because we are going to give you a step up this year for those of you who are not published authors, who are not published poets. Okay? Poetic Anarchy Press is going to put out a free anthology of everyone's poem for 2025. Okay? And I will probably just put it up. I'll make an ebook version or a PDF of it, and I'll put it up on my website, and people can just download it. Okay? So, at the end of this, you guys will all be published authors, whoever sends a poem in. You guys will all be starting your year off with being included in an anthology. Okay? So, like, our resumes are going to start looking good. Okay? This year already. Things are looking tits. And we've done these things before, and I always feel like I have to, like, make caveats here. So here's how this is going to go. A, no one's getting paid for this. So don't ask me for, like, well, deep down, I think I should really be getting a cut. Like, don't do this if that's what you're doing. Like, we're trying to be positive here, okay? We're trying to do things for the community here, all right? First. Second, like, this is something that is supposed to inspire and supposed to, like, really lift all of us up. Okay? Because what's the saying? High tide raises all ships. Okay? Something like that. Don't be a jerk and write something crappy that says things that shouldn't say just to try to troll the, like, group. It's like, if I feel like your poem is like that, I'm not going to accept it. Okay? Now, don't ruin this for everybody. Because when people ruin stuff for people, it makes me not want to do anything like this. And it's been a while since I've done something like this. Okay? So let's just try to not be jerks. So, with that said, all y'all, okay? Find your word, write your poem, email those to me. ihatemountwall@gmail.com. The words we use shape our thoughts and actions. Our art is a reflection of those words and those thoughts and those actions. Okay? So your art is very important, not only to just be art, but your art is important to who you are. You know what I'm saying? So with words being that important, focusing down onto a single word, like, that can, like, really create a super clear vision of what you hope to achieve this year. Okay? This should be, I want you to look at this as, like, just being a super powerful way of, like, growth and self-reflection, but also stepping up and upping your game. And, like, this is the first step for a lot of you. This is going to be the first step of you taking yourself seriously as a poet, as a writer, as an artist, whatever. This is the first time that you've been like, you know what, I could fucking do this. So do it. Okay? You're a published author by next week, okay, if you've never been published before. I hope this is easy for you guys. A lot of you already know what your word is. Write your poem. Write that poem. Send it to me, and we'll get this out. The deadline, let me deadline this shit. Okay, deadline is January 31st, okay? That gives you a week. Put this together, and it will be amazing. And on Sunday, February 2nd, I will announce everybody who's in it, okay? And maybe I'll even read some of the poems out of it, okay, during my live stream. Sound good? Sound good? All right. So, with that said, find your word and type hard. Join the crew down below, and I will talk to you all later.